this story here came across my radar today. It's coming from an established website, so I don't know. It's, again, April 1st. I'm a little bit wary, but I still want to talk about it. Mom hand feeds son who is too busy with nonstop gaming. Now, as an avid gamer, as a person who enjoys the art of video games, who has for a long time, who is looking forward to raising my kids on video games and getting them into, and having that be a bonding experience, I look at a situation like this. I look at this whole thing and I think to myself, no. Screw the mom and screw the kid, because you're both giving us bad names. Now, this is coming from the Philippines, in Cabanatuan. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. Saying, what would you do if you have a child addicted to video games? One mother, Nueva, I can't even pronounce that, instead of being irritated by her son's addiction, has seemingly accepted it and opts to continue taking care of him through a rather strange way. The mother is Lilybeth Marvel Garcia, and she recently shared a Facebook video of herself going to the local computer shop with a plate of food for her 14-year-old son, Carlito. Since the teen was busy playing his favorite video game, Rules of Survival, Garcia said she made sure that he will not skip his meal by hand feeding him. Now, if you go back to the 2005 episode of South Park, the Make Love Not Warcraft episode, Mrs. Cartman does the exact same thing, but we see her present him with a bedpan, or a bucket, so Cartman can piss and shit and not be bothered by actually having to go up and do something, get up and move before being able to get back to his game. And his mom facilitates that. And we all kind of laugh at that because we know that it's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's satirical. It's not reality. Oh, wait, no, now it is reality here. So it says here, so she asks her son, you have so many coins, you might not go home until tomorrow. Do you even take a toilet break? Good Lord, my son is pathetic. Now, Lilybeth, I understand you want to sit there and call your 14-year-old son pathetic. You're voicing your frustration, you're expressing your anger and your disappointment at your child, that you choose to facilitate and feed into, literally feed into this by not going and telling this kid to get off the goddamn game. Because clearly he's not at home. He's at another establishment. But you could sit there and tell that establishment, hey, don't let my kid come in here. And if they're not complete bastards, which I would assume that they probably are because they're letting this happen, they would tell the kid no, they'd cut him off. But no, instead of getting your kid help and everything else, you call him pathetic, but you enable him by going and hand feeding him yourself. Now, her video became viral with 44,000 likes and 2.5 million views before it was removed. The 37-year-old massage therapist mom said that she and her husband decided to have Carlito, a grade 8 student, drop out of his school this year due to his condition. Yeah, because that's the right course of action. Saying here, he failed all of his subjects on the first grading period of school. She talked to him, and he promised that he would do better by next grading. By the time of the second grading period, he was not attending his classes anymore. At first, Garcia tried to discipline her son by nagging at him and spanking him. Since that did not work, she made him do household chores for a minimal fee. 20 pesos. She says she gives him 20 pesos every day to do household chores, to teach him a lesson and to encourage him to go back to school next year. You don't solve a gambling addiction by winning. It's the worst thing you could do to a gambler is to have them win, because then it validates their existence. It validates what they've done. It validates what you've done for your son here. 100%. Now she says, but for Garcia, Carlito is not really a game addict because he helps her on the household chores and knows his limitations, saying when he does not have money for playing, he just watches other gamers. So that's the whole point. Take away his money. He watches them to the point of where he gets bored. He'll go back to school for something to do, because he'll come to you addicted, right? He'll come to you with being in withdrawal, wanting money. Mama, mama, give me money. Mama, 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 give me money. Mama, 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 give me money, man. And mama, mama, I suck your dick. Tell him go back to school. You get money. Make him work for it. You got to break that condition. Not hand feed him. You you just give gamers a bad damn name. Now, the mom explained she removed the video from her timeline because of the hateful comments she received, and I think kind of somewhat justified. She also clarified that when the video was taken, it was the only time she brought food to her son as a way to make him feel guilty for what he has to do or what she has to do for him. Saying people should not rely on everything they see or hear or on false news because they do not know what is the story behind that video. The video I made was simply just for fun. There's nothing fun, Lily Beth, about you feeding your kid by hand so he can play video games. There's nothing funny about that. There isn't. The story's weird, obviously, but the story is just that. It's weird, but it's not funny. It's not at all funny. I think it's ridiculously stupid that this is the world you've created for your kid. He's 14 and you're teaching him all the worst habits in life. Yeah, this may sound harsh, but she enables her son. She lets him get out of school. This is where, like, I would say, like military would be really good. Because I'm sorry, rules of survival doesn't really apply as a realistic, thing to live by. If you have to resort to 20 pesos a day from your mom, because she's paying you to do household chores, because you decided to leave school and they let you. Yeah, no, I don't really buy that.